All right, Gene, are you ready to be counted in?
Ready, mommies?
Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.
She's coming to your city. You better go see me in Columbus this weekend. I'm going. The shows are almost sold out. That shit's on fire, dog. Christina P online. Let's look at the next dates. Yo, I'm finally doing Austin. Whoop, whoop. The Creek in the Cave, September 9th through 11th. That's coming fast too. Oklahoma City at the Bricktown Comedy Club, September 23rd through 25th. That's Oklahoma City. I see what I was doing there. Indianapolis Tits, October 6th and 7th. And then I go to Denver at Comedy Vux, October 21st through 23rd. And then Raleigh, November 4th, 5th, 6th. And it goes on and on. Salt Lake City has been rescheduled to November of Thanksgiving weekend, which is an ideal weekend if you want to get away from your relatives and come see stand-up. I highly recommend doing that. San Antonio was moved to December 9th, 10th, 11th. LOL Club, Comedy Club. And then Orlando, December 16th and 17th and 18th. December. Buy tickets, ChristinaPOnline.com. I'm glad to be here in Momston, but I was happy to see you guys last week. I missed your little faces.
Yeah, we miss you too, Gene.
I know. I loved seeing you. I loved sitting in the studio. It felt great. And now I'm here again. And I have a new friend with me.
Oh.
So originally, I bought this raccoon that I found in Des Moines from an artist, and I spent $20,000 on it, and it was bedazzled, bejeweled. Let's just say Mr. Segura was not happy with my decision to buy a $20,000 sparkle raccoon. Now, Erica was special. He made me return her, but I would beg the question, Your Honor, is like, what's the difference between a $40,000 gold chain and a $20,000 sparkle raccoon? I would say that you get more out of the raccoon, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an argument to be made there.
I mean, there's no resale value on a sparkle raccoon. I get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a good point there too.
So anyways, anyways, you know what's so funny is I started saying anyways wrong intentionally, and now I say it wrong all the time. Because like I picked that up from Cholos in LA. Anyways, and now I say it that way all the time.
I mean,
so
you do that with a ton of words.
I know. Oh, Pule. I'm going to Pule. That douchebag. Pule. That was from the Swingers, the polyamory documentary. The guy was like an MMA fighter. He was really rugged, but he talked really effeminately. So he would be like, "We're gonna go in the Pule." And then he and his like two girlfriends would go in the Pule, like Pule.
I didn't realize you got that from someone.
Yeah, that's a polyamory. So anyways, I fucking did it again. I'm destroyed. I found what you should do whenever you want to get anything on the planet is go on Etsy, because if you want it, if you can conceive of it, some maniac in Milwaukee has made that, and they're just dying to sell you. Like I was buying Danny Brown stickers because now I'm doing a deep dive on his music, and I bought stickers on Etsy of Danny. And now, okay, so I went to find the raccoon. I just Googled taxidermied raccoon, and I figured I can decorate her however I would like. I'm not going to style suck the artist that did the bejeweled one. So I found this one, and it took 3 weeks to get here. There she is. Wait, that's similar. She's on a log. No, that's not her.
Yeah, I think their natural habitat is on logs, at least in the taxidermy
that
world.
makes sense. I was like, why is she slumped? So one of her arms is like this, and then the other one is slumped over. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So I found her in Ukraine. No, sorry. She's from Moscow. Sorry, not Ukraine. Russia.
Oh,
So she was in Moscow, and $200 over 20,000, which is really economical. But the shipping, it took 3 weeks for her to clear everything, to clear the customs, and here she is. So I have to think of a cool way to decorate her. I was thinking of maybe custom making like a denim outfit, since I want to move her into the new Studio Jeans in Austin. I'm open to suggestions, but I was thinking I could have her made like the Canadian tuxedo. Like I have a friend that's a seamstress, and she could make her. Sorry, shit, I misgendered. What do you guys think? Any ideas?
I think that's a real interesting direction you're taking it in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
why not, blend both worlds that we're going into, the Gene world and the Texan world? How about like a denim cowboy hat, a denim vest, some weird bolo tie.
Yes.
Make
Yes,
him
I think.
a southern proper raccoon.
Oh my gosh, that's a great
Oh
idea.
no, I was
Like
But also, why don't you give a shout out to what was the raccoon that you couldn't get? The $20,000 one?
Erica.
Erica, why don't you give a shout
Erica.
out to Erica and kind of dazzle him up a little bit, or her? Sorry,
Well,
I
that's the
misgendered
thing.
as well.
I dare you. I
I'm a
didn't.
piece of
Well,
shit.
I've named her Olga because she is Russian, and I don't know. I don't want to style suck Erica.
That's
I feel
fair.
like that's
Well,
her
you don't
thing.
want to culturally appropriate, is what you're saying.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Shit,
That's fair.
you got that. You're
Solid.
right.
No, you're more forward thinking than I am on this.
Sorry, I'm trying to be sensitive.
I guess. I mean, she's got to have. You said she's from Ukraine or Russia.
No, I'm sorry. It was Russia.
Russia.
It's Russia
She's got to
proper
have the
because it
Russian
had
flag.
to. Should we give her? Wait. Oh my God, you guys. I'm such a retard.
Why do you say that?
What am I wearing? This is like the uniform of Russia.
Oh my God, the tracksuit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta like put a tracksuit on her, and then
That's
a
kinda
cowboy
brilliant.
hat to make. Yeah, now we got it.
You're gonna
That's it.
get a custom-made Adidas tracksuit to put on
Yeah.
this dead raccoon.
Yes.
Christina.
Yes, I am.
Christina.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
I approve.
Do you guys want to know? I will. Thank you. I will share a Hollywood secret with you. So, whenever you see the Kardashians photographed, their clothes always fit them so impeccably, right? Like there's never a seam, and they look amazing. You know why? Because I know who their seamstress is. She's a Russian lady on Melrose in LA. And these Kardashians, they give her every t-shirt and every item of clothing, and she tailors it to their bodies. So you can also have a seamstress make copies of like a Gucci dress or a designer label. And that's what a lot of these big stars do, by the way, is instead of buy the $7,000 Gucci dress, they'll take it to like this Russian lady on Melrose, and she'll make you a beautiful replica, same shit, different toilet. You just pay for the material and the labor, and then it's not $7,000. Now you spent maybe $700 to have like a beautiful dress. So that's a secret I learned from my stylist, and now I pass it on to you. Find your seamstress, have them do it in your local neighborhood. You don't have to go spend money on a designer.
So you're gonna have the Kardashians seamstress
maybe
make a custom outfit for this taxidermy
Adidas
raccoon?
I might. I don't know. We'll see. But there's
You
someone
don't-
local here in Austin that I got my eye on. A seamstress here. And it's much more affordable here in Texas. So I'm thinking of, but you can buy like baby Adidas. I think I'm just going to buy a baby Adidas outfit and put it on the rack.
What year do you think? What year toddler do you think that raccoon's body fits? Like a 1-year-old,
look.
a 2-year-old?
Yeah, it's about a 1. It's about a 1. Maybe a 2T on a husky day with all the fur. I'm thinking just under a 2T. Like a 2T would be good.
You want to put Chucks on them too?
Well, fuck yeah, of course.
You got to put the shoes on, the cowboy hat, and the tracksuit. That's kind of brilliant.
Yep.
That's kind of brilliant.
Now, how do they do the eyes on these things? That always is fucking weird, right? Because her eyes are kind of crossed a little bit. Those aren't real eyes, right? Like, don't they use like marbles or something? Or I don't know. What they do.
Yeah, gotta be, because eyes would disintegrate, I think.
Maybe they just pour a whole bunch of
formaldehyde.
like
I don't know.
some on top of the eyes. Hold
I
on.
do like
Let me
petting
Google.
her. Oh,
What are
that's what
fake
that
eyes
instrument's
made of?
for. Fake eye. Taxidermied eyes.
Let's call up
There
Josh
we
Potter.
go.
I'm sure he knows.
I mean, I feel
All right,
feel
this
bad
isn't giving me what we
purchasing,
want. This is
Okay.
just giving me eyes to buy.
but I didn't commission her death. You know, she was already existing somewhere in Moscow. I just gave her a home.
Commissioner, you didn't put a hit on the raccoon.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel so bad. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I didn't put a hit on her. I just kind of procured what already existed, right? What does
Oh,
it say, Native? Are
oh,
you finding it?
Oh, this is actually really interesting. Taxidermy eyes. Since 2011, eyes are made from polymer resin, similar to acrylic, using our own patented technology that gives them extreme hardness, chemical stability, and heat resistance, which is good for that tax and heat.
Well, if I tell you what, it is hot. It is hot.
How hot is it, Christina?
Well, let me tell you about the heat in Texas, okay? Now, what y'all haven't been talking about is the mosquitoes. And we have mosquitoes too. Actually, we don't have too many here. We're good. We spray for them.
You guys got some mosquitoes?
I got bed
Mesquite-
bugs when I slept there in the hotel.
What?
Yeah, I got bed bugs on my ankles. I woke up and I just had bites all over my ankles, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And everyone was typing, "It's either bed bugs or chiggers, which I was like, "Hey man, don't
racist.
don't call me." But they're
It
like,
does
"No,
feel
it sure does." But it's an actual bug, and you can look it up, chiggers.
This
And-
feels
No,
weird to
I've heard
type.
of
It
that.
does, right?
I think I had
Yeah.
a joke with a punchline that said chiggers. That was in the late 90s, guys.
Oh, so these are like
Wow.
angry ladybugs.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, but didn't you stay at a nice hotel?
I did, but
And, like,
I mean, I was just
that
told.
shouldn't happen.
I was just told that that's just Texas. Like Texas has crazy bugs. Like the house that we closed on, there's
Yeah.
I don't know if it's normal in LA too. But we had like a clause that says you will like take care of like, monthly spraying or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, that's normal.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
mandatory. We have it's funny, yeah, you just have critters
Mm.
out here that you don't have in California because
Yeah.
it's like a jungle. Like you're essentially living in a jungle here in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
So we spray, we have a guy, I'll give you the name of the exterminator. They just come on a rotation and you spray for all the critters that are out there and you're fine. They don't,
Hell yeah! Is
Just
that
make sure they
is
can't
that
get in your
the
house.
is that the Kardashians exterminator or?
Well, let me tell you something. The Kardashians, I don't know what the fucking Kardashians do. Those bitches live out in West Valley. They're way out in Westlake or where is it? Calabasas. They love Calabasas. I don't know why the fuck they love Calabasas. It is hotter. It's the hottest part of the San Fernando Valley. And I mean, there was nothing out there back in the day except for a fucking Chili's.
Oh, yeah,
And
but it's like horse country.
it's yes, if you're not into horses, it's kind of just like another suburb. You're like, you're a Kardashian. Why don't you go live in Malibu or something? That's what I would pick. But hey, they love it. They love their strip malls. They love their mini malls. Speaking of malls, I went to the indoor mall here in Momston.
Indoor
And
mall?
There's an indoor mall. Most everything's like outdoors here.
Okay.
You
but
talking
there's
about
the
what is it? The Republic or something or the domain?
domain. That's the
domain.
outdoor one. That's the
Oh,
fancy one.
Got it.
That's the 2020 shit.
Oh, my B.
This is like if you want to know what it was like in the 90s, go to the Barton Creek Mall. It really was like a time capsule. Like I went in there and I was like, dude, this is exactly what it felt like in high school. Like the music they were pumping was the same shit that it was playing in the late 80s, early 90s. There was a Spencer's Gifts. I was like, dude, I used to shoplift Magic 8 balls from this place. I remember shoplifting.
Spencer's.
Spencer's.
Oh my god.
There was a Claire's.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, is this shit still in business? Is this like the last Claire's in the country?
Run me through what was
Yeah.
in the food court. Was there a Sparrows?
Okay. Dude, of course it's Sbarro's. Yeah, that's Rob Eiler's favorite pizza. He loves that. There was a Pinkberry, which I thought Pinkberry was done. I thought we had finished with, I thought they were done, right? As a chain?
Cyclical. It's coming back. It's coming back.
It is?
People are tired of all the fancy ice creams. They're like, you know what? I liked it when there was just a green tea flavor and 3 other ones, and that's it.
Well, so I was so stoked to see Pinkberry. I was like, dude, it's 2005 all over again. So I ordered one. I haven't had one in a million years. And it was, you know what really makes Pinkberry, now that I think about it? It's the toppings. It's not that sour ass white jizz that they put in the cup, because that's just, it was like, that wasn't, I don't know. It was, I got cookies and cream and I got the original flavors, but it really is the toppings. You have to go like with the Heath bar, the chocolate chips. I get Captain Crunch and all that. You feel me? When's the last time you had Pinkberry? Let's discuss. This is a hot topic.
Well, see, like I'd actually have a whole routine when I'd go to Menchie's or Yogurtland, because I agree.
Yogurtland.
Toppings.
Yeah, Yogurtland.
Toppings is more than half of what makes froyo good, because you go there and you cheat yourself and you're like, oh, froyo is good for you, or it's better than actual ice cream, and then you load it up where like, so I'd put. So hot fudge is the most dense thing that you could get at a froyo self-serve place.
Yeah.
So I would just get a floor of hot lava hot fudge right on the bottom, so I get it nice and heavy. And then you get froyo on top of it, so that the bottom of that starts melting and you start getting like a really cool like after dessert smoothie that you could drink. And then you just start shoving Reese's peanut butter cups in there. And then anything else that's heavy and dense, you just put it in there. And then you feel really gross, and then you start feeling a tickle in your throat because it's never seen this much sugar all at once.
Yeah.
So you need to drink milk or water to help with that.
Yeah, and I give myself a headache. Yeah.
Yeah, you risk diabetes every time you get it.
Froyo. Wait, can you look up? So I don't think frozen yogurt is much healthier than ice cream either, because it's loaded with sugar. I think the only difference is that there's low fat milk versus full cream in the mix. Like, big deal. It's
okay, I see what they're doing here. Frozen yogurt may have some health benefits compared to other frozen desserts. It can contain beneficial nutrients and bacteria. Yeah, I don't think I'm eating the stuff that has Greek yogurt in it.
That's what Pinkberry is, I believe, isn't it?
Is it?
It's that. Yeah, it's got like yogurt. It's really a yogurt based thing, so it has like good bacteria.
Right, it's got that good bacteria.
A good bacteria. But like, I mean, I was getting the Pinkberry and I was loading it with Captain Crunch and all these other like shitty things. What?
No, I just think the answer to this question is that frozen yogurt is healthy, just not the way that we eat it.
Not the way we eat it, yeah. Well, because I was loading up my toppings and I was like, Demi Lovato would be so triggered right now. Like, I really did think about her. I'm like, she went into this thinking this was a health food option. Like, it is not, boo-boo. And we all know, going to the froyo place is not healthy, bitch. We all do the same trick. That's what everyone is in Nadav and Christina when they go into froyo. You get that healthy base and then you put some bullshit all over it. And now it's a 1,000-calorie treat. We do. Come on. Stop lying to yourself, baby. Just don't go. You hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
They're installing some handrails in my house. It's only taken about 2 months. I put the order in.
Hell yeah, dude.
Months ago. It's just for safety. Just so my children don't fall down to their deaths, but whatever.
I think I think I'm one of the oddballs out on this. I don't like frozen yogurt. I feel like it's not good. It just feels like a lesser ice cream to me.
It is a lesser ice cream, which is why you load it with bullshit and then you negate any health benefits.
But it's like,
it sucks.
But you know what it tastes like? It tastes like having cereal with water. It's like,
yeah,
it's just, sure, it's health. I mean, I guess it's healthier, right? Because water is healthier than milk, I think. I don't think milk is that healthy for you.
I see what you're doing, though. You're not putting enough hot fudge in there.
In the cereal?
No.
Fucking back to the drawing board.
That's what you're doing wrong, buddy.
God, what's wrong with you? What's your are you a sweet treat, Annie? Do you like sweets?
Oh, hell yeah. My first paycheck,
really?
The first paycheck I ever got, I spent all of it on the sour belts. Remember I told you about that?
That's my
jam.
jam.
$130 on sour belts from my Starbucks job. It was amazing.
Yes, I have a problem with those sour belts. I know where to get them now. I got the supply here in Austin, homie. I'll hook you up.
Send me the plug, dog. Send me the plug.
Yo, it's bad because now I go and I do it under the ruse of like, I'm getting this for the kids. And then I load up. I'm like, you guys love sour candy. And then I steal it and eat it. Okay, let's do some follow-ups. We're so glad to have Rob Eiler on. Did that aired last week, right? With Robbie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was so much fun. I mean, what an antisocial psychopath. I just love him so much.
It was so funny how offended he was
Gosh,
that people
so
had the
upset.
audacity to speak to him. He's just, first of all, why are we doing this? It's like, maybe they just want to talk, man. No.
Why are we doing this?
Hold
That's
on.
stupid.
But you couldn't relate to what he was saying, though?
No, but I'm an extrovert, though. I'm an extrovert.
Oh, yeah.
It's
He
totally
likes to
different.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
I
talking.
love talking and attention, and yeah.
I like
Different
saying,
I think s-
excuse me, and then that's kind of it. That's where conversations with strangers should
Excuse
end.
me.
Excuse me.
I think sometimes I like being spoken to, and then there are times I'm just not in the mood. So if you have to catch, you know what I mean? And some days you're like, dude, no, I'm just here for the fucking food. Like, leave me alone.
Oh, yeah. Like when,
Yeah.
like you're just making small talk with someone, and then they're like, oh, did you see the parade that came by last? And then it's just like,
I
oh,
know,
this is going to
you're
be longer than 2 sentences? Ugh.
Yep. I can't do it. I can't do chit chat. Oh my God. I told you, we talked about in your mom's house when, hi, how are you today? I'm good. How are you? Nothing makes me crazier than that stupid exchange. Okay. Here's some follow-ups. Hi, Mommy Jeans and Booth Boys. I wanted to weigh in on the great debate of bar soap versus shower gel versus the newly introduced body wash. Thanks, Annie. Wow, Annie
Got
really.
you, boy. Let's get it.
You added a whole new dimension. Well, let's see. He goes, sorry, this is Ashley. It's a girl. Now, did you know that Dove, makers of bar soap, have a foaming body wash? This soap is so luxurious and easy to use because you don't even have to lather it yourself. It comes straight out of the bottle as delightful foam. And the best part is I feel squeaky clean after using it, even on my pits and pee. Now, I know what you're thinking. Something this bougie must cost a fortune, right? Wrong. It's a mere $6 and lasts for months. Love the podcast and all things YMH. Live Life 365. Ashley in Pittsburgh. Excuse me, I had a burp stroke in the middle of reading that. This is great news. Bitsy agrees. She's very excited.
Now, you see, I'm a little still hung up on this.
Why?
What are you hung up on?
Why do I need to pay $6 for some pre-lathered soap? You're paying so much more for way less soap if it's pre-lathered. Just get the bar, you'll lather it, and it'll last way longer.
Have you ever dropped the bar of soap?
All the time.
You want to know how you could never do that again? Put it in a fucking bottle.
Yeah, but like
And
it's
then just
not
spray
such
it.
a huge problem that I'm like, I need to figure out. I'm wasting minutes a day figuring out how to pick up this bar of soap.
When you take the bar of soap off of the side of wherever you put it on, whether it be on a bar soap saver, which I imagine you don't use, or a little dish that collects all the nastiness,
There's a rack, but it's rusted at this point.
of course. When you pick it up, is it difficult to pick up? You have to like kind of break it, and
No,
you just pick it up?
I use it every day. Yeah, it doesn't like meld to whatever it's on.
Even after a day, it doesn't?
I have to agree with Nadav here.
One to one. Shoot.
My communist instinct tells me that for some reason the bar feels more sanitary, more solid, like I'm fighting germs, and then the foaming wash feels not as secure. It feels not as hygienic to me. And like you're right that it falls on the floor, but then you rinse it off. Like there's pubes on the bar, obviously, like my husband's disgusting. But then I rinse it off and then I feel like I'm back in the sanitary game. It's soap.
But
you
soap is a clean thing. It's used to make things clean so it can't get dirty. You know?
Yeah.
Like, sure, there might be pubes on it, but guess what? Those are clean pubes.
Yeah. I agree. And also I went to Shower Gel, the peony flavored one from Bed Bath and Body Works or whatever the fuck shit, Bath and Body Beyond, whatever. And I was kind of like, it felt too candy like, too sugary. I didn't feel clean. I didn't feel truly clean. So at the end of the day,
you don't go to Bath and Body Works. Yeah, they don't sell. They only sell stuff that smells good. I'm just saying, that's only if it smells good. It has nothing to do with cleanliness. Yeah, if you want to get clean.
yeah, it didn't feel like I was really getting germs and stuff off of me and really getting there. I don't know. I'm still old school. I will never use a fucking washcloth though. I think that's the most disgusting thing in the world. Hold on, I gotta take a piss. Let me come back. Too much water. I love the look of false eyelashes, but if you've ever tried putting them on, it is so hard. And I've struggled so many times. I don't like the glue. I can never get them to stay on. I think I always do it wrong until Glamnetic. And Glamnetic is so much easier. It's the use of magnets. So you're not using sticky glue. Glamnetic has 6 magnet lashes. They're one of a kind. They're made to stay on all day, and you can apply them in seconds. And again, lash glue is a nightmare. So I love these Glamnetics. I have a bunch of different lashes. You can take their lash quiz and you use their lash guide to find the style that suits you best. What I love is it's so simple. There's no reason to make false eyelashes so complicated, and Glamnetic makes it so much easier. You just pop them on. Find out for yourself why WMMA lashes are Instagram's favorite beauty hack. Go to glamnetic.com/WMMA and enter our promo code WMMA for 30% off your order. This code is only available for my listeners. That's glamnetic.com/WMMA and enter our promo code WMMA at checkout for 30% off. I promise you guys, these lashes literally apply themselves. Oh, mommies, you know how hard it is to get your mattress the perfect temperature, especially as women. Our temperatures at night fluctuate with our hormonal differences, which is why I love Chili Sleep. Tom and I have been sleeping on this Chili Sleep mattress topper, and it fits. It's a topper that fits over your existing mattress, and it provides your ideal sleep temperature. These luxury mattress pads keep your bed at the perfect temperature for deep sleep, whether you sleep hot or cold. These sleep systems are designed to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and give you the confidence and energy to power through your day. Imagine waking up and not feeling tired. That's what Chili Sleep does for you. You have to try it. Head over to chilisleep.com/WMMA to learn more and check out a special offer available exclusively for Where My Mom's At listeners and only for a limited time. That's Chili, CHILI, sleep.com/WMMA to take advantage of our exclusive discount and wake up refreshed every day. Annie was just singing us. I love you guys, what you guys do. I wish there was like cameras rolling on every moment of your mom's house, because my favorite moments are before we roll. And sorry, I've got to get back in my fucking chair. And lunchtime and the pre-rolls are just, our discussions are great. What was the song you were singing, Annie? The fucking mall.
All day, nigga. I said it was the how many trips you take to the mall.
What
all
song
day,
is
nigga.
that?
That's for Kanye.
Now I thought you were singing. She said we get married at the mall. Was that one where you deserve to have it all?
Also Kanye.
That is Kanye, right? Right.
Yeah, he likes the mall.
Friends in Paris, I believe, from that song.
Yeah, Friends in Paris. Is that what that song is called? Friends in Paris.
That's what I call it.
Buddies.
Yeah,
buddies in Paris.
Best friends in Paris.
She said, "Let's get married at the mall."
All day, nigga.
So, okay, I didn't have that part. I did not have that part. That was any. That was any, guys. Cultural appropriation.
That's good that you had to clarify.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to go.
Ooh, yeah.
So I was at. What's up, mommy?
No.
I was at the mall, and I wanted to bring it out. So I'm constantly trying to understand the youngest generation. You know, as a mother, I'm trying to I'm just trying to get it. I just want to get it. I really do. And
you mean like get what the young kids are doing? What you mean get it?
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to I just want to try. I always seek to understand what's happening in the world. I think it's really. I'm curious. I'm a curious Cosby. I like to know what's happening in the world. I like to understand, and I'm trying to understand this current generation and what's going on. You know what I mean? And because I do think Gen X, we often have a hard time wrapping our heads around what's happening. I don't why are we what there isn't. I can't. But the point is. The point is I'm trying to be empathetic and because I think this is an era of feelings, and people are really trying to be more open to everybody being included, which is great. So the point is I have been seeing, because I watched the fashions in the mall when I was there at the mall, And I noticed I love the fashion. I think this generation's dressing really cool. I like their high light jeans. I like the hair color. I think that part's so cool. And I did see, I saw a lot of Zimzers. Now, I don't know. Sorry, I've got black shit all over it. But Zimzers meaning like a lot of, I guess, non-binary children, teenagers walking around. There was one that was working at the toy store that we and Nadav's getting so nervous in the booth. I could see him. He's like, how much of this am I gonna edit out?
I'm on standby, ready to give notes.
How would you know that said kids were non-binary?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so like, because we watched this
Not like
TikTok,
a regular mom. I'm a cool
no,
mom.
I'm not. It's obviously meant an irony, obviously. So like, okay, because we watched this TikTok on your mom's house, there was a girl who had really dark, hairy legs, and she was a yoga lady. And I saw the hair. Women, when they grow their leg hair out, it looks really different than when a man grows their leg hair out. Like male leg hair is really coarse and really curled. At least my husband's is like way thicker than when a girl grows her leg hair out. So
Yes.
like, okay, am I allowed as a Gen Xer, am I allowed to respectfully allow everyone in the world to look and be whoever they want to be, but then inside, can I still make fun of them a little? Like, am I allowed to giggle inside?
Define inside. Are you just giggling to yourself? Or are you giggling with Tom? Or are you giggling with other people?
Well, okay, here's the deal. This man, like, also too, the gear on this person was so ridiculous too. It was a lot. It was like the teddy bear backpack, the short shorts, the leg hair. The whole thing was hilarious. And am I allowed to inside just be like, it's fucking amazing? And then Tom was like, yes. Like, we just kind of like give each other a look, like.
I mean, that's the human experience, isn't it?
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, we look at everybody
what I'm
that's
saying.
and we're like, why?
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
You know what? If you're able to mask it, here's what I do. Is that
Yeah, masking it.
you mask it where instead of being like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I looking at? You just say
I
to
don't do
yourself, I wish I was that brave. You know? And then you're able to still kind of voice your
Right.
your shock at it, and then also kind of put it in a complimentary exterior, or like a
Yeah, I agree.
wrapping, you
Because
know?
I don't have malice. Like, I don't hate when I see it. I'm more just like, it's so great. Like I love it. Like, I love it the way I love New York subway exchanges or TikToks. Like, I'm like, I love the human experience. But I also want to make fun of it. I don't want to take that away. I think what I'm trying to say is, as a species, like, can we come to a point where we accept everybody and we validate everybody's feelings and we can still make fun of people? Like, can we just get there?
I feel like
That's all
we're
I
on our
want.
way. I feel like we're on our way. It feels like there was
so.
the, only make fun
I
of
hope
people
so.
segment, and we
That's
went
right.
through the woke segment where you can't make fun of anybody, you have to accept
That's
only.
right.
And I feel like we're kind of reaching somewhat of a middle ground.
Yeah,
think.
I hope so. Because even like, I was watching my first special on Netflix, Mother Inferior, and I was like, gosh, going back, I wouldn't have gone after something. Like, I wouldn't have said the stuff I said the way I said it. Like, that the world has softened so much since that taping. Now I was like, oh, that's so harsh. Oh, but back then it wasn't that harsh. So
Yeah, let me tell you
not that I'm apologizing. I ain't fucking apologizing for nothing ever, never. Go fuck yourself. If you're crying, go cry into your butthole. I don't care. Sorry, go ahead, Annie.
No, I was just gonna say, the Facebook. I never knew how awesome the Facebook delete all old posts tool was. Looked at some of the old posts I did. Oh, fuck that!
Woo!
Get rid of all
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh
God.
yeah.
There's so much stuff that's like, it's not, you're right. It's not like I'm going to apologize for being that when I was 13, 17, whatever the hell I was.
Silly.
But But at the same time, it's like I still don't want to remember that though. I don't want to remember that deep. That's I
but
grew
also
for a
it's
reason.
like, but it's still so unfair that people are being persecuted for things that they said and did in the past 10 years ago 20. It's just the whole thing is completely insane, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, it's bizarre to
Okay.
me. It's bizarre
It's
to me.
stupid.
It's like,
and I really
who hasn't changed in 10 years? So you're the same
Oh.
person, you had the same ideals 10 years ago? I think you're insane then.
Well,
You're
of course.
crazy.
And you've never tweeted something dumb or just had a dumb thought that you shared. I mean, this whole podcasting world is dumb thoughts shared. Whatever. Let's do some what would Christina P do? Because you guys, I'm so glad I have this mix. And who else is in there? Who's got their arm? Is that Zane?
No,
Or Zoli?
it's Baby Zolo.
Baby
Hey.
Zolo. Hi, buddy.
Hey, how's
How's
it
my little
going?
baby doing? What did you eat
Good.
today? Oh, it's morning.
Nothing yet. Just
Nothing yet.
coffee.
Oh, okay.
Saving
what did
room
you
for
have for-
lunch. It's gonna be a big lunch.
Ooh, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. It's always an event here, figuring out what we're gonna have for lunch. It's a big deal.
Always.
Yeah, it's
It
fun.
is at every job. I feel like that was what I did at every job I worked at.
Right? It's the highlight
For
of the
lunch.
day.
It is. So this one's an interesting, guys. This is what would
You
Christina
got
P
mom
do?
questions? CP's got mom answers. What would Christina P do?
Okay. This one I read a million years ago and like it stuck with me. Okay. Good morning, Jean. I came across something startling while having a conversation with my girlfriend the other day. She's a 23-year-old college graduate who has had part-time jobs on and off since she was 16. The other day, I was talking about tax returns with her, and she said some things that gave me a pure panic attack. First of all, she said she had no idea what a W-2 was, which was mind-blowing to me. And then I asked, so how do you pay your taxes then if you don't use the W-2 they send you? To which she replied way too casually, oh, I've never filed my taxes. Not like someone else did it for her. She straight up has not paid 6 to 7 years of federal or state income taxes. I was sweating at this point, as you can imagine, from the perspective of someone who plans on marrying this girl someday. She still shrugs it off when I ask her about it like it's no big deal. What are they going to do? Audit me? She has no plans to rectify the situation. And as someone who stresses about everything, I cannot stop thinking about it. Anyways, plural. That's my story. Thanks for all the laughs. I listen to every episode of YMH, and I can't tell you how many bad days you and Tom have made better. Kyle. Well, thank you, Kyle. But Kyle.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Like, so you guys tell me your initial reaction because I'm
So,
like,
My
what?
my initial reaction is that if she has W-2s, most likely she's already had taxes taken out.
Thankfully, yeah.
So hoping maybe she just needs to pay late fees, but this is a train you're going to want to get in front of before it gets away from you. I guarantee you, because otherwise you're going to need something might happen where you're just going to have to deal with bad credit for the next 7 years. And who knows when that starts. So I'd say if you plan on marrying this girl, I don't know, maybe start sending her YouTube links for how taxes work and the repercussions of the IRS coming after you. Like try and put the fear in her via like a third party instead of you doing it, because it sounds like she's not going to listen to you.
But hold on. If you, because I heard W-2 also, which sparked in my head, well, I bet she's owed money then. I bet she is not claiming
Quite possibly,
taxes, not paying
Ooh,
taxes.
that's
So,
probably a better motivator.
so that, well,
Yeah.
but that being said, I bet there is no, I imagine the government will hold your money as long as you want, homie. They're not going to.
No, those late fees are probably going to cancel out. She'll probably end up owing after.
Yeah.
Really?
You can't just not file for years and then expect no repercussions.
I would be so surprised for them to be like, hey, man, you can't just let us keep your money like this. We need to give it to you.
I don't think the government's going to be too
They don't give a
upset about
shit.
it,
They
yeah.
don't want to give you money. Don't worry about it. I think number one, you need to go to a real tax accountant. Don't go to H&R Block in the mall. I think you should hire somebody,
Fuck.
spend the money.
That's my accountant.
Oh, yeah. Go get we'll talk off mic.
Okay.
You go to a real accountant. And I mean, usually at that stage in your life, when you're at that young age, you can do your own taxes. There comes a time as an adult where you need to have it done by a proper tax preparation, a tax attorney, whatever, accountant. So go get her stuff cleaned up. The only thing I can say as a parent, I'll tell you, I don't come from a rich background at all. But what I know about rich people is that they talk to their children about money really differently than the way I was talked to about money. And middle class people talk about money. You have to tell your children about taxes. Now, I learned about taxes because my stepfather, who married my mother, was his fourth marriage. He stole her credit and he was a millionaire a few times over. He would use a woman's credit, build up his empire, file bankruptcy because he didn't pay taxes, and then would have to find another woman to use the credit to rebuild his empire. So that's how I learned about tax evasion. Is my stepdad used my mother's credit to buy a bunch of crap, start businesses, and then never paid any income tax. And I learned the hard way about paying your taxes. So these are conversations you need to have with your kids. I think like, hey, this is how it works. It's nothing to be afraid of. And I think people get so scared around money. I know growing up in my house, like money was fearful in our home. There's not enough of it. I got to pay taxes. Let's be scared of money. And it's like, well, no, you just factor in that you're going to have to give Uncle Sam a huge chunk of your change. That's just a fucking fact of life, kid. Grow up and pay your damn taxes. In fact, we overpay. Here, take it. I don't want you to come after us. Like, take it. It's better than having to deal with, getting in trouble.
That's funny. My dad taught me the same thing, talking about how
evasion.
Yeah, I learned that you can get out of loans, certain loans. I forget. I think it's called high priority and low priority loans or something like that.
That's right. By filing bankruptcy.
Yep, you file bankruptcy and you can owe $10 million and you're just out. He's like, yep. So that's how you get out of that, son. If you ever owe $10 million, I'm like, thanks, Dad.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. If you file bankruptcy, you get out of a lot of the debt that you owe. And fun fact too, I learned about my stepfather doing it over and over is that you can kind of be okay in America after filing bankruptcy. It is not a death sentence. So let's say you're listening to this and you're like, oh my God, I am in such bad financial shape. Look into filing bankruptcy. I don't think it's the best option. I'm not saying it's an easy cure-all, but this is America, dude. It runs on credit. And listen, I've had both sets of parents file bankruptcy at some point in their life, and you rebuild your credit, you start over, and every 7 years, isn't it? Your credit gets renewed.
Yep.
So is that right? Is it every 7 years?
I thought it was 10 that it stayed on your record for bankruptcy.
I don't know. I don't remember.
So when you do file bankruptcy, do you start at 0 credit or do you start at like really terrible credit, like 500 or something? You don't know?
I think it's terrible.
Probably.
I think it's just terrible. But here's the best part about America. There are credit card companies specifically designed to loan money to people with terrible credit. There's something for everybody in this country. So don't worry about it. There's always a solution in America.
Hell yeah, get it at Galpin. We don't check credit.
That's right. There's a whole industry catering to people with shitty credit. So don't worry. That being said, keep your credit good as best you can. That's another thing my mother did tell me about was keeping your credit good. That was very important for her after she had it stolen.
Perfect score is 850, right?
Oh yeah. Eventually she was at 850, which is why he married her. Whoopsie, but mine is perfect. Yeah. I learned that lesson from my parents. Yeah.
You got perfect credit? You're 850?
I think so. I'm pretty damn good. I've always paid my stuff on time.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
The goal is to always pay off your credit cards every month. Try and have some sort of history where you're dependably paying stuff off. Like, I think that's a big reason why I bought my car, is so that I could like show that I could pay something off over like 4 or 5 years.
Definitely. Even buying a washing machine, like laundry machines, and I had a Sears credit card. I paid that off, and student loans and all that horseshit. But also, what made me concerned about that email is that this is a person. She's 23, so she's very young. But I think being in denial, which is what that is. Usually when someone's in denial in a very serious part, in one part of their life, it spills into other parts. It's not like you're awake in all areas, your house is clean. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not like you can usually compartmentalize. So I don't know. It also worries me that she's that immature. I'm not sure this person's ready for marriage. I wouldn't go there. And also, before you get married, talk about money with your spouse, with your potential. How much do you owe? How much do you,
Right.
want to save? All this stuff. It's very
Yeah.
important.
Mention that some of this stuff might be a deal breaker for you. Maybe that'll change some tunes.
Man, I mean, I had a friend who married a gambler, and this guy, one day she got her credit card statement. He was gambling online. Oh, like the dog. He was gambling online. He racked up $50,000 in credit card debt, online gambling. She came to work. She was just distraught. I can't believe it. He's gambling again. Da, 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 da. So he kept doing it. He wouldn't stop. But here's the deal. He won $50,000.
There you go.
So then he paid off the debt. And then it was like the cycle, you know what I mean? So she was like, great, we're back in. I was like, oh my God, but what a horrible thing to have to deal with. So
Because it's like the next hill's always bigger. If 50 grand was last time, the pink slips come next, and fucking deeds come after that. It's like this doesn't end good.
No, guys, I think the lesson that you take away from this is that
it's
you
tough.
only lose if you stop playing. If you keep playing, you can win it all back. That's how that works.
I don't think so, my love.
It's a numbers game, brah.
Yeah.
It's all about
Nah.
staying power.
Mm. But you know what I found too is that people's relationship to money is deeper than just it's how you relate to everything. It's a bigger spectrum. If you see life as scarce, hard to come by, which is what I did for many, many years. Like everything is fleeting, and oh my God, they're gonna come take everything's gonna be taken away from me. Like that's how you manage your finances. It's all your frame of mind. On the other hand, if you're like, yeah, money comes, money goes, and you're a little bit more relaxed, you'll find that you can ask for money more, ask for the numbers you're entitled to, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's a great woman by the name of Louise Hay. She passed away recently, but she has this great audio like seminar about prosperity. It's called Receiving Prosperity. And I listened to that about 1,000,000 times when I was broke as a joke. And I highly recommend Louise Hay, Receiving Prosperity. It's an audio download. You can get on, I think, some audio books and all that crap. Okay, let's go to another one.
We also have two voice. Oh my God.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah.
That was a
I love
real
voicemails.
good ripper,
That was
dude.
a ripper.
All right, here is a voicemail.
Here you go.
Hey, mommy. I'm a 26-year-old male. My wife and I, she's 24. We are high school sweethearts. We've been trying for about 1.5 years now for kids. We were having difficulties, so we went to the doctor, and it was shown that I right now have a 0 sperm count. It's not looking very hopeful. We've got a few more doctor's office appointments and labs to be done. We're both taking it very hard. It's all we've ever wanted is to have a family, and she's taking it very hard. And I just didn't know if you had some advice for me on what I could do to maybe help her through this a little bit. Adoption's obviously a great option, and we just don't know where we're at yet. But again, she just is, it's very difficult for us, and I didn't know if there was any advice you had for us. Anything will help.
Oh.
Piss on me, beat me. Thanks.
Piss on me, be me. Oh, my heart goes out to you guys.
Aw.
This is such a terrible, fertility issues are just the worst. And my heart goes out to you. So that being said, I have a friend who his sperm count was like 0.2. They put him on, it was the same drug I took to conceive Ellis. I forget the name of a drug, but it's essentially a steroid that stimulates your gonads, your juices. And it worked. And they were able to get sperm from him. So don't give up hope yet. I don't know did they say where they lived?
Is it prednisone?
No.
Hmm.
I'm so happy I don't remember the name of it. It means I'm so beyond it. But it worked. It was one and done. It's a steroid, and it's common. They'll do it. They do it for men too. But anyway, I don't know where in the world you're located. If I were you, I would go to the best of the best fertility doctors. Speaking of Kardashians, I went to the Reproductive Partners, Beverly Hills, shout out, where the Kardashians conceived their kids. Go to the best of the best before you throw in the towel, and don't start crying yet. Well, I mean, yeah, you can't cry because it's sad, but science is amazing. Hang in there. It's a roller coaster of emotions. And adoption is an option, yes. And also sperm donor. Do you have, I mean, would you feel comfortable with a family member donating? Would you want to select a sperm donor? Those are all other options as well. Like you have so many reproductive options. So I would I would really explore that before we go to, jumping to conclusions here. And as far as helping her, yeah, and as far as helping her, if you could grieve with her because she's grieving maybe the ideal of how it was going to go. Like you don't think that your body's going to fail you when like this is the the function you're put on earth to do. You don't think it's going to go that way. So grieve with her, hold her hand, tell her you're sad too. Cause that's what couples get mixed up is when they don't grieve together. When you go through sad things, you have to grieve together to stay together. So I'm sorry, suck. But again, go to the best doctors. I don't know where you're located, but go to the best. Don't fuck around. Go to Beverly Hills. Pay the money. That's what, because it was expensive. We did IVF with our second child, and yeah, it's fucking expensive. But then you go, but I've got a perfect baby. Like, what do you want to? It's great. The kid's a fucking marvel in a test tube. So whatever. Okay. I'm sorry. Next one. That was a bummer.
Do you want to do an email or do you want to do this second voicemail?
Let's do a second voice.
I'm sure when the puppy gets a little bit bigger, she'll be able to handle more. But right now I just worry about her, and I worry about, him being so mean to her.
This is...
you know what? Never mind. That was a fucked up one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go to this.
Yeah, let's do another email.
Okay. Well, let's do a Pazsitzky Effects, I think.
Ooh, I like that. We got a ton of voicemails for that one.
Oh, let's do that. Okay, so let's roll into Pazsitzky Effects so that we can close on an upbeat.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's see. Let's do this one.
Hey, Hitler. Big fan of the show. Think I have a Pazsitzky effect here. Kind of a stupid one, but so I love to smoke weed, and once I finish smoking, I have the ash, and I always just dump it into my trash can, and it just kind of smells up my apartment, and I've always just kind of been like, well, I guess I'll just have to get a new trash can, and my apartment will just continue to smell like shit. And then I kind of realized I could just put a garbage bag or just a plastic bag in there to catch it. Probably because I'm so fucking high after. I don't know. But love the show. Bye.
Well, I mean, Nadav, you can speak to this. Do you smoke pot?
I do smoke pot. It's
like
what kind of animal has a trash can without a liner in it? That's what
I do.
Okay, well, I'm not surprised by that, but
I don't know who's got that kind of time or money. Like, who's buying tiny trash bags? They're tiny.
People that don't want their place to smell like garbage.
Wait a minute. You're saying
buy tiny trash bags? You buy those?
So you're saying in the small ones, like in the bathroom, you just throw it in the like the plastic or whatever it is?
Like all the grossest things that you probably throw away are in the bathroom.
Yeah, and then I just empty that into.
Yeah.
Does the inside of that garbage pail have all sorts of weird stains and sticky spots that are maybe a little glossier than they should be?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, you don't even
care.
Look. Oh.
Don't care.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I supposed to look at that?
Well.
Wait, I can't believe you guys are more hygienic than I am.
Yeah, you don't believe it?
Fucking joking?
We don't keep almonds in our pockets just bare and then pop them in whenever we're hungry. You're surprised that you're dirtier than us?
I helped you discover body wash.
Christina, you're the messy champ.
God, how was I raised? I swear this is because I was raised primarily by like a single dad. I swear this is because I was raised by like my animal father, who's a savage, who just never did anything human, So I didn't learn regular girl things. That's it's part of my charm. I swear we were just like, we're immigrants. We didn't do that shit. Who does this? That's crazy. You put a liner in your trash can, your tiny trash can?
Of course, yeah. Because something. Otherwise, that's how you get like that trash water. You know what I mean? When you just throw it right on the edge and it like just slips out. It's just. I mean,
Sure. Wait, so do you buy tiny? You like what do you buy? Tiny trash bags?
Christina, there's different sized trash bags. There's different sized trash cans. You get a 1 gallon trash bag or a 13-gallon trash. There's a size, and whatever size trash can you have, they make bags for that size. They do.
What?
I promise you they do.
Or like. The easier move is to get a bag that's bigger than it. So even if you got the whatever 5-gallon trash bag and you got the 1-gallon trash can, then it's like now you can just fold it easy and throw it away and tie it and go toss it.
That's a great point. It doesn't need to be a perfect fit.
No.
Hold on. I'm having a surf and turf moment.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm having a serious surf and turf
Are you
moment.
like, that's what 13-gallon bags mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I did not know. So first of all, okay, for those of you who don't know my surf and turf moment, it's when I learned that surf is the lobster part and turf means ground, and that's the beef part.
To be fair, I also did not know this. I'm with you.
Okay. I just didn't know the words. I was like, yeah. I always thought there were just two kinds of trash bags that you buy: the white kind, and that goes in the kitchen, and then the darker kind, and that goes outside. Like I literally did not know.
Garbage cans.
No clue. Yeah, no clue that there were sizes and variations.
Did you think?
Zero clue.
Did you think we were like cutting the bags over here at the studio?
No clue. Yeah, or no. Do you know what I actually think, which is even more immigrant, is that you guys took like Ralph's like grocery bags, and then you guys are using the grocery bags because that's what I would see.
That is such an immigrant thing.
To be fair, that is a move. That is a move. If you don't, if you're in a pinch, that's a move.
Yeah, my mother did that. So like, I don't think we bought those bags. She would just use like the Ralph's bags.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You take 100 from Vaughn's and then come back, and that's your trash bags now. Yeah, my mom too.
And then you're like, oh, we didn't go grocery shopping this week, so I guess we're not, you know, throwing out garbage this week. We got to wait till the next time we go grocery shopping.
You got to take it straight to the dumpster in those times.
Are you even listening to yourself, Christina?
There's so much. I'm so happy that we have this segment because there's so much I did not. And I do think some of like most of it is because I grew up with like immigrant savagery. Like I didn't do any of this stuff growing up. I just didn't have it. I ate off paper plates and plastic forks and like.
See, but that's more of a hack. Like that is a Pazsitzky effect though, because it's like, what? You mean I don't have to wash every single dish that I eat off of? Like that's. Yeah. I want to say that has more benefits than cons. You know, as opposed to the whole I don't put liners in my garbage cans is only negative.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy talk. I cannot believe.
We had a Pazsitzky effect too in the office. Remember, you were there for it.
Which one?
When I was like, hey, it's really uncomfortable for me to constantly have your phone every time you guys do the show. So you guys are kind enough to buy us lunches
tell them why, yeah.
When you do the YMH. So the person who's not in the control room at the time has to keep the phone and wait for the Postmates or whatever we ordered from. So that way they can go pick up the food. But it's always your phone that we do it from. Yeah. So we just have your phone, and no matter what notifications are on it, and we have to look at it to make sure that we're ready for the door. So I'm just sitting here looking at someone else's phone. I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. Yeah, like all your texts come through. I'm like, I didn't want to see any of this.
And it's like my friend Eric, like, I'm taking a shit just thinking of you. Like, it's all stupid, right?
All stupid.
Look at this fucking idiot. It's like pictures of cows and monkeys dancing.
And then it'll be something like, a doctor or something calling, and then like my gut says like, well, maybe she wants to know this person's calling them. But it's like, should I even know this person's calling them? I don't want to go tell. I can't ruin the show. Why do I have this phone? And so yesterday or whatever it was the other day, I was like, oh, you know what we should do? We have like 6 computers in this office. Let's just put your Postmates on one of these computers.
I know.
Were you even here for that?
That was
you were out.
I was sick last week.
You were out.
Yeah. So it's on the computer now. We never have to use her phone again. You can keep it now.
It's amazing.
Wild.
It's amazing.
What a crazy time. Wow.
It took us 2 years.
It only took a little over that. Like 2.5.
So stupid.
I'm glad I can
Yeah.
stop forcefully eavesdropping on your phone now. It's great.
It's nothing much going on. I mean, literally, you've missed like, hey, I took a shit and I thought of you, or like, yeah, it's like stupidity, or nanny texts. Hilarious. Well, hey, you know what we should do? We haven't done some mom hacks. Can we do a voicemail
Ooh.
mom hack? It's been so long. I'm trying to think if I did have some mom hacks. I'm talking over myself. I've been letting the kids play Pac-Man on my phone. That was a good one. I don't have too many, but let's hear the voicemail. I'm so excited. We haven't done this segment.
Yeah, we got 2 voicemails for you, Gene.
Word up.
Hey, Mommy. It's Taylor from Surprise, Arizona. So I have, I think, what is a mom hack. I actually learned this from a friend. My kids are 12, 9, and 7. And I learned when they were very young to tell them when they were lying that their ears turn red. So anytime they're lying, their ears turn red. And so now anytime they tell a lie, they cover their ears. So it's very easy for me to tell that they are indeed lying. I'm sure it's something I'm going to have to explain when they're older, but cross that bridge when I get to it. So thanks, Mommy. Bye.
That's a good one.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna steal that.
I think we had a similar one to this, but they said that either the nose grew or the nose turned red, so they would be hiding their nose as they were lying.
It's smart.
Real smart.
I can tell anyways, those little shits. They're just so obvious.
Yeah, how can you tell?
Fucking lie all the time.
What are they? What are little kid lies like?
You know, it's funny because kids are sociopathic, narcissistic. They're psychos, which is interesting because if you look at the narcissist or a borderline, an adult borderline, they're essentially a 2-year-old, right? So that means that their development got stunted somewhere in between those developmental years of like 2 and 4. So it makes sense that like borderlines throw tantrums and narcissists are narcissists because somebody didn't love you and take care of you in those fundamental years. So you have to socialize these creatures, and you can tell, you know, they're like, Dad said I could watch 5 hours of YouTube videos. Like, no, he didn't. I know he didn't. Like, Dad said I could eat all the candy I want. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You know, they're obvious. You can tell. Oh no. Ellis looks around.
I always wanted to ask my mom. I never got to ask her. Do you know when we're pretending to sleep, but we're definitely awake? We just don't want to wake up yet. Do you know, like, or when we're pretending that we're asleep, but we're about to like go? I don't know, because you have 2 little boys, so they're probably like fucking around at night, like punching each other, whatever. I mean, I guess they're not old enough for that, but do you know? Have they ever pretended to sleep and you've known?
No, not yet. Not yet. They're not that savvy. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe they have. They don't give a shit. They just play. And I go, if I hear you, there's no treats tomorrow. I threaten to take away treats and videos and such. And then they'll like whisper, and I'll still hear that. And then they're not into concealment yet. I think that's an older kid. They're not good at it because Ellis will sneak away and he'll get real quiet. I'm like, oh, he's eating treats. Like he's eating jelly beans or something somewhere. I know when he's stealing. That's a good question. I'll check on him. I feel like I used to fake sleep a lot too.
Oh God, all the time. All the time. It was like, school in 30 minutes. I just don't hear you. I don't hear you. Yes, I do. I heard you the 30 times you tried to wake me up. I just don't want to wake up yet.
Man, you guys were such bad kids.
Yeah. But was there anything worse than getting woken up for school? Oh God, I hated it.
Oh yeah.
So early. Why do they make kids learn so early? Like nobody functions that well. 7:45 in the morning. So stupid. They couldn't make school at a decent fucking hour. Assholes. Okay.
We got another voicemail here.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it, Mommy.
Oh. Hi, Mommy. I have a mom hack. My mom decided to have a child when I was 20. So when he was 4, I was taking care of him, and I quickly learned that he could be so entertained if I bought like 20 single-dollar scratchers and gave him a quarter, and then we would go and collect more tickets or like the dollar winning at the local 7-Eleven or whatever. They leave you alone for like half an hour just
scratching all of the stuff. You got to make sure they don't eat the like silver dust. But other than that, you get some free time. It only costs you $20, and it's not an annoying TV show with stupid songs and dances. So yeah, buy some scratchers. They'll leave you alone, and then they could become gamblers, and that would be fun.
It's a good lesson.
Love you, mommy. Bye.
Yes, I've done the scratcher tickets with Ellis. He loved it. Did I win? Did I win? And you're like, yeah, dude, you won. Wow. And they go crazy.
Now,
I love that.
Now, I ponder, Christina, is it possibly a little cheaper to get scratch and sniff stuff?
Oh, yeah, I've done that too. I
Isn't
used to
that
do scratch and sniff stickers.
Cheaper than $1 scratch and sniff thing? You could probably get a whole stack of them for like...
But then it's the same smell though, right? You'd have to get in multiple smells, and that'll take you a minute.
Yeah. You get them on Amazon. I buy scratch and sniff stickers, and then you go through those. That takes about 30 minutes of fun.
What the fuck?
For
you
sure.
Could just buy them?
Yeah, on Amazon. Dude. Everything's on Amazon. Also, I found that my kids stay entertained for like a half hour on lollipops. I got them 2 huge lollipops at the mall, and they just licked, and I let them just, all right, dude, do it. Let's see what you can do. And then about 30 minutes in, I was like, all right, I'm going to take those away. And they're like, take it. Like, they were just like, ugh, I'm going to throw up. I'm like, great. That was awesome. But Tom and I got to sit down and enjoy our coffee for 30 whole minutes. So that was worth it.
But then isn't it a possibility that they're going to fuck up like all your furniture with like a big old sticky lollipop?
Oh, I didn't do it at my house. I said at the mall.
Oh, real smart. Smart.
Let them fuck up the mall. And then you just bring wipes, and then you make sure to wipe down their face, and everything's sticky. Like Ellis's hair was sticky somehow. That's how fucking crazy he got. I just say my ankle is rehabbing so nicely.
Hell yeah, Gene.
Yeah, I've been doing it in the pool, and yeah, it's been really exciting. Okay, I'm gonna do my pool exercises now, like an old lady. Like, if you see those old ladies in their pool. They're like
pool aerobics.
That's what I do. Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
You do like chicken wings and shit. You're just like, yeah, trying to go up against the gravity.
I do my lunges. I do my stretches. I speed walk in the pool. Very excited. Anyway, send me your emails. WhereMyMomsAt @gmail.com, or leave me a voicemail. What's our phone number, Native?
It's 213-375-5184.
Send me your mom hacks. What would Christina P do? Your Pazsitzky effects. Anything you want. Follow-ups. Let us know. So I'm going to go. I love you so much. Thank you. Subscribe to this podcast if you enjoy it. Subscribe on YouTube. That way you'll get notified every time a video drops, and you won't go, oh my gosh, I'm so behind, because it'll just show up in your feed. Okay, I love you. Until next time, stay cool, moms. Mwah. You're gorgeous.
Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.